Car is appropriately cautious around these tree crew people. Saw a blinker and some taillights and went right around them. All right, first time on the highway after the reset. So it definitely wants to drive at max speed. Am I giving the car praise because this is what it would normally do, or is it actually doing better? Well, good morning. It's 70 degrees outside. Watch says 61 for some reason. I don't know what that discrepancy is about. Um, I'm sitting at 71%. If you remember last video at the end, I reset the driver assist software. Today we're going to just to see if it works any better after the reset. Hopefully it will. Today I am going not far. I think it's about 49 miles. I've got two facilities here in Flint that I'm going to hit. They're 12 minutes apart. First one is 8 minutes away, and the next one is 5 minutes after that. So it's not far. Then I'm going to Clio, and then Frankenmuth, and then I'll go to Saginaw for the hotel. Let's get you the full view. Gonna have a good trip today. So first place is 8 minutes away. It's 2.8 miles, and I'll get there at 70%. I hope you guys enjoy the ride. I'm gonna drive out of here manually because the car struggles to do it. There you go. I figured we'd turn left. But what do I know? Yeah, it updated the map. So the beautiful thing about resetting DAS, D-A-S, driver assist software, is that it didn't mess up the camera calibration. So I don't have to recalibrate the cameras. First thing I think I noticed is the car turned into the second lane into the one, instead of into the one that was closest to it. I'll give it kudos for that. And it seemed to have picked the lane that it needed to be in to get to the next intersection. Blinking yellow light, it's not slowing down. Not that it slows down at all of them, but it does it some. Car is appropriately cautious around these tree crew people. Kind of busy place back there. The car slowed down to about 22. Good for it. And I've noticed it's pegged at its max speed. I don't know if that's just a slow thing, slow speed limit thing, or if it's going to do that for the rest of the day. We'll find out. There is stints on the highway, so we'll see. It's just going to drop me off at the front door. I don't want that, so I'm going to go park. All right. 2.9 miles. Took me 8 minutes to do it. That was a good drive. Nothing to complain about. Next place is 5 minutes, 2.2 miles away. And I'll get there at 69%. Got here at 70. All right, let me knock this place out. I'll be back in just a sec. All right, I'm all done in there. Sitting at 69%, lost a percent while I was in there. Next place is 5 minutes, 2.2 miles away, and I'll get there at 69%. I didn't cool the car down either, and I'm roasting in here. Hopefully this drive will be just as smooth as the first one. Beautiful. Saw a blinker and some taillights and went right around them. It did slightly hit the brakes, but it was nothing to write home about. Now, where is it going to try to park me since I reset the DAS system? Right here. Okie doke. All right, that was 2.4 miles. Took me 5 minutes. I used 355 watt-hours per mile because I'm trying to cool the car down. It's rather warm. Next, I got here at 68%. Next place is 20 minutes, 14 miles away. I'll get there at 63%. Let's hope this place isn't super long. We'll see. I'll be back in just a sec. All right, I'm done in there. I'm going to do that intro over because I didn't put my microphone on. So I'm sitting at 67%. Next place is 20 minutes, 14 miles away. I'll get there at 62%. Man, it's a day. All right, first time on the highway after the reset. Let's see how it behaves. I don't expect much difference. Be nice if it gets out of people's way better. That would be the main thing I'm looking for. Again, it's pegged itself to exactly the max. As soon as that truck changed lanes again, we jumped back to 84. So it definitely wants to drive at max speed. Which honestly, I think I'm okay with that. Not necessarily being at the max all the time, but it's not jumping all over the place. And yes, we got out of the way. Somebody is coming up behind us. And we jumped out of this lane. Now, they jumped in right behind us, but still, great work. We've got 2 miles to our exit and jumped over a lane. I like to see that as well. Decided that it's too slow here and went for a pass, which is fine. Still got a mile and a half. Is it going to go back? It is. And it's getting all the way over. Man, this is beautiful. All right. There was a car coming right there in the second lane, and we were turning into this one, and it did it, no problems. Made me a little nervous because the car is usually not that aggressive. So that car was pretty close, if I'm being honest, but it did it completely fine. Everything was safe. It's one of those new situations that you're just not used to. Now, all of this could be in my head. It could be, I know I reset DAS. I don't know if it's software or system. Driver assistance, software or system, one of those two. I know I reset that. Am I giving the car praise because this is what it would normally do, or is it actually doing better? This is one of those let me know in the comments kind of thing. Yeah, as soon as that person got out of our way, we sped up. I feel like before the reset, that wouldn't have happened. We would have just plodded along around 40 miles an hour. Pretty good over the railroad tracks. Probably should have slowed down just a smidge more, but it did slow down. Oh, let's see if that was better too. That was better too. Oh, I didn't have to pull. I didn't have to push. I didn't have to go wild. I didn't have to bring up the back cameras. I didn't have to turn on the windshield wipers. Didn't have to turn on the blinker. Nothing. It just responded. Oh, beautiful. Go after this semi. Yep, good job. Good job. Car's doing great today, and I really hope that's just not in my head. Not sure where it's trying to go. Right here. Close enough. All right, that drive was 14.7 miles. Took me 20 minutes. I used 291.9 watt hours per mile. Air conditioner, again, is all the way down. As low as it'll possibly go. Today I've driven so far 20 miles. 298 watt hours per mile. It's not an efficient day, but that air conditioner is necessary. I got here at 60%. Next place is 17 minutes, 10 miles away, and I'll get there 57%. And that is the last facility of the day. That drive was awesome. I don't know what else I can say about it. This is what I expect FSD to always be like. So let's hope the rest of this drive, and maybe even the next 2 days, 2 videos for you guys, is going to be just as good. The real test will be not the next video, but the video after that. That's going to be the real test. Anyway, I'm going to knock this place out. I'll be back in a sec. All done in there. 59% is where I'm sitting. 17 minutes, 10 miles to go. Get there at 56%. So let's get on up out of here. I'd be really curious to see if the reset actually makes the car perform better in parking lots. That was hesitant, but I know it was trying to come to a complete stop before it went. Car just doesn't want to go slow anymore. Thankfully, it waited until after the intersection. Surprised we just stopped and waited. I feel like if the car is within 0.7, 0.8 miles of its turn, it's not going to pass anybody. I wonder if construction is done. It is not done. But car went into the special mode again, where hurry, standard, and chill is not displayed on the screen, which means the car should back up if it needs to. And it's done it on the street, but before we get to our destination. It did the same thing here last time. Wonder if it's just going to leave me here because it's on the line in 2 handicap spots. It did just park me here. That's weird. That's different. All right, let me go park. That's a good time. All right, got here at 55%. That was a 10-mile drive. Took me 15 minutes. Hotel is 23 minutes, 18 miles away, and I'll get there at 49%. So I'm going to knock this place out. I'll be back in just a sec. All right, done in there. Let's see, I'm sitting at 53%. I've decided that I'm going to the UPS store, which is just right around the corner. It's a mile away. It's going to take me 3 minutes, apparently, to get there. So let's back up and get out. So 30, it should go straight to 36 and just get pegged there, because that's the way it's been behaving. Oh, maybe not. No, it's getting there. Yep, there you go. Am I going to do it? I am. First pedal press. I'm just going to press on the pedal and tell the car to go through. And it'll make the right-hand turn. That was the first intervention of the day. Very careful around the pedestrians. I love to see that. Doesn't really know what to do. UPS is in the corner there. I'm going to go park over there, though. Let it stop being so indecisive, I guess. That actually did take 3 minutes. That's kind of impressive. All right, I'm going to run in. I'll be back in just a sec. All right. So that's that. I've got 25 minutes to go 20 miles, and I'll get there at 46%. And there you saw the button just deactivated. So I'm going to take my sunglasses off and stare at the camera, and it comes right back. It's weird. So off we go. Hopefully it will be a good trip. One intervention today is amazing. So I'm glad to see it's not pegged at 66 right now, even though it's creeping up there. So that makes me feel a little better, because if it was just going to go to the max speed and stay there, I probably would adjust the offset to make up for that. Look at that. Speed limit changed. It went down to the correct max speed. Mm. And it slowed down more than just the max, which is even more amazing. It's going to take me up to the front door. I don't want to go there. I'm going to park there. That leg was 20.3 miles, took me 22 minutes. Used 241 watt hours per mile. That's because I um, increased the temperature of the AC. I didn't need it on low the entire time. Because when I ran into the UPS store, I kept it on keep using the noodle, you know. I got here at 44%. All day today was a 51.8 mile trip. I used 285 watt hours per mile today. Not too shabby. Let's see. It's 82 degrees outside. Watch says 77, which is also blowing my mind. Whatever. I'm going to bookend today, the next comments with it's too soon for me to know for sure. But the way the car performed today was amazing. I had one intervention, and it's just because the car wasn't turning right on a red light like it could. Not a big deal. I don't remember seeing any speed zones that were incorrect. The car nagged me only one time, and when it did, it immediately responded to me when I torqued the wheel. The speed seemed to be a little more wanting to be at the top end of the 20% offset, which I don't really mind that too much, only if we're going slower, like in 25 and 30 mile an hour speed zones. Yeah, I'm going to keep my eye on that. I think it's going to take 2 more days of driving with it before I know for sure if this is better or not. Right now, I'm hopefully optimistic. Again, I have to reiterate, I don't know for sure if the car is doing better because I reset it or if it's just in my imagination. We will keep our eye on it for sure. I'll definitely give you my yay or nay in 2 videos. So stay tuned for that one. Anyway, if you liked it, like it. If you didn't like it, there's that other button. If you think somebody else would like it, share it with them. And if you really liked it, hit subscribe to see more. If you have any questions, thoughts, comments, or concerns, leave them down below and I'll get to you as soon as I possibly can. Thanks for watching. Deuces. I guess he didn't see the cones there. That's pretty funny. Tesla would have done the exact same thing.